5 signs that home is overpriced. Home is the place the heart is, and it's likewise where the obligations, cerebral pains, and riches can be. Little ponder at the point that selling a house is a stacked and passionate experience. Every now and again, home sellers' assessments of their properties are obfuscated by nostalgia. Each parent thinks his or her kids are exceptionally talented creatures, and also, most families trust their homes are justified regardless of significantly more than the normal. It's just regular. Couples recall the specific spot in the parlor where their firstborn ventured out, the absurd bill they got in the wake of having the pipes updated, and they expect everything should appear in the business cost. Remorsefully, it doesn't work that way. In a blasting real estate market, in which fixer-uppers in exceptional neighborhoods get numerous offers over the asking value, an overrated home isn't an obstacle to buyers. It basically safeguards the seller will make a decent profit. At the point when the market decreases, notwithstanding, an unreasonably evaluated property is a certification that the home will mull available longer than comparable properties. In a down market, the danger of an overrated home isn't just that seller won't get the asking cost, there is likewise a danger of killing potential buyers and intermediaries, since an irrational cost could disparage the property. The main whirlwind of movement happens in the primary month the property hits the market. After a home sits available for a half year or thereabouts, it could turn into a stale listing that gets documented in the garbage drawer of overlooked and ignored properties. Since real estate advertisers around the nation are hinting at sputtering, it turns out to be significantly more vital that a house is valued properly. In New York, one of the focused on bubble real estate markets, costs per square foot in the second from last quarter fundamentally stayed unaltered from the second quarter, and the cost per room declined 2.9%. In business sectors where stock is rising, regardless of the possibility that costs aren't fallen, basically getting the home indicated could be troublesome if the cost is too high. A large number of customers have modified the costs on their homes as of late. A large number of customers to put the most focused cost forward to guarantee the property will, in any event, be taken a gander at. Buyers have heaps of decisions, and they don't have sufficient energy to see everything. One vital criterion for taking a gander at a house is its cost. It isn't difficult to envision, in any case, how a discerning individual can transform into a starry-looked-at-pipe visionary with regards to selling a home. Subsequent to investing a long time in a home, and putting vigorously in it, it doesn't appear to be irrational to expect that all the care that has gone into a home will build its esteem. Be that as it may, the greatest mix-up home sellers make is confounding the cost or expenses with property estimation. Market esteem is controlled by how the house is esteemed by the market, not by one person. It has nothing to do with how much a seller paid for the house, or the amount he is planning to benefit from the house. We solicited a number from veteran merchants and appraisers the indications that a house is exaggerated, and this is the thing that they said. Here are 5 signs that a home is overpriced. 1. A house is evaluated well above neighboring properties. The principal thing brokers do before they prescribe a cost to a seller is they take a gander at the business costs of the last 3 offers of similar estimated homes in the area. Seller can direct his own examination to decide a sensible cost before he hears gauges from brokers. Do a speedy hunt online to perceive what neighborhood homes are selling for, and there are a few devices that can help decide a circuitous estimation of his locally established on his postal district and different variables. 2. Following a few months, despite everything, seller hasn't gotten an offer. Try not to freeze right now. This isn't valid for all homes, however. There ought to be a whirlwind of showings and enthusiasm for the initial 4 to a month and a half the house is available if it's evaluated legitimately. albeit one except that energetic buyers are demonstrative that the cost is low. Real estate agents say focused offers are more probable characteristic of a sensibly evaluated home. 3. Seller addressed a few real estate agents before he procured the person who suggested the most noteworthy cost for his home. Real estate agents from time to time need to take a property that is overrated, basically for the way that the odds of selling it are thin, and that implies their odds of making a commission are extraordinarily decreased. Presence of mind is that seller ought to talk with a few real estate brokers before picking one to speak to him, yet in the event that he reliably hear a ballpark value that appears to be low to him, the cost might be correct. Real estate brokers are personally acquainted with most real estate exercises in their market, and they ought to have the best thought of how a home ought to be estimated. 4. There aren't any booked showings. Instantly after the home hits the market, there ought to be no less than a couple of arrangements for showings. On the off chance that there aren't, it may demonstrate that nearby agents think the house is overrated and along these lines aren't indicating it to their customers. Real estate agents propose that following a month, if there is exceptionally constrained enthusiasm for the house, it's not past the point where it is possible to diminish the cost, but rather it's critical to act rapidly, keeping in mind the end goal to maintain some intrigue. 5. The house is valued for costly, special conveniences that may not hold wide interest. Seller's family may have appreciated unlimited hours of fun in their indoor badminton court, yet not every person cherishes badminton as much as his family does. The more rigid the home's luxuries, the more improbable the seller is to see their incentive in the business cost. For free samples of probates, inherited, foreclosures, absentees, landlord, vacant, code violations, evictions list, visit www.ralsupermarket.com.